like thousands of others across the country. It's a place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Give everybody the strength and ability to do what they do best, and that's make people laugh.
Everybody want to be famous. Nobody want to put the work in.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish.
I want to welcome you guys
to the night activity soon.
to the Corner Convo. This is episode 254. My name is Amon. Say what you want, just spell my name right. To my left, we got my girl Kels the Yogi.
What up, what up, what up?
To her left, we have AB, the internet's #1 hater. What's good?
Talk to him.
Hey, look, I just want to tell y'all, like, subscribe, share. We rocking with y'all a long way. The YouTube, IG,
Yeah, watch
the
your mouths.
TikTok. You know what I mean?
Watch your mouths on YouTube. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, it goes down over there.
It does. Nobody comes to my defense.
Oh, sorry about that.
What you mean? What be
wait,
happening?
It's a little unsafe in these these comments. It's very unsafe.
Yeah.
But hey, look, if you don't like it, this episode, pick another one. Y'all was off like
another
a
one. You did it. You so fucked up on the time.
Yeah.
You said it in Scotto. What you
You
doing?
can't stutter it out.
All right, fuck it. Let's try it again. Hey, if you don't like this
Get that corny
episode,
shit out of here, bro. Y'all pick another episode, family.
Pick another one.
all right, man. Look, what's going on, man? This podcast for Chicago by Chicago. We like to highlight our tastemakers, our influencers, our movers and shakers, and then kind of work our way out. And this week, I wanted to start with music. It is Black Music Month.
It is.
Right? And some huge, I ain't gonna call them huge, but we'll just say some nice music has come out.
Yeah,
That's a huge deal, bro.
Yeah, I just want to shed a little light to some of our people in Chicago. That new Vic Spencer, Ridiculous.
So, homie, you know when he gonna drop some heat, bro. He hasn't let us down yet, bro. He ain't let the streets down yet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Interstate Potluck. Vic Spencer, Interstate Potluck. When I tell you that boy rapping, production is right. We talking 38 Special on there, Flea Lord on there, and look, he completely holding it down. It down.
Go treat yourself.
I had to shoot him a text like, bro, you getting your shit off.
Flex.
You know what I'm saying?
The other homie.
Yes.
Other homie.
Shout out to Joey Pert.
Joey Pert.
Joey
Come on,
Pert.
bro. We've been waiting, brother.
Champagne seats. Ooh,
When I saw the seats, I knew he was in trouble, though. I said, oh, yeah, he got some shit for us. It's luxury time.
Bro, when I talk, it feels like he matured on this one.
Good.
They're the soulful beats, too. Like, none of this other corny shit that's being put out. We're talking, the samples on there are beautiful. The drums, great.
Worth the wait?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. So y'all definitely go get that, or download that Champagne Seats for sure. And definitely go get that Interstate Potluck. I love the name.
Get your R&B dog so you can make your R&B face. Come on. Who
What?
you want to listen to? Who you mentioned this morning 17 times?
Oh, you got to get that Jacob Lattimore.
Come on,
That's Shy adjacent. He's on the Shy. He's from Milwaukee. We can
Metro area, yeah.
Yeah, we can somewhat claim him.
I ain't mad at that at all.
And it's called JL. Real simple.
I like it.
And on there, he is holding women accountable.
That's why you like it.
In every song,
Something that he can't do.
he's not on there begging and pleading for love and all. Nah, he talking
Your
that
favorite
shit.
R&B, huh?
Something we've all
Yeah,
done.
man.
We've all paid for.
We need this R&B. It's a whole vibe. No skips.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call it a classic, but if you want to put it on, and you
good
go do
R&B.
some shit with your girl, this is the flip mode. This is how you flip it on it. You listen to this,
Flip mode.
yeah,
Flip
you
mode's
flip that one.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Eric Renee that hit co-star. I heard this morning. That's a slap. And of course, the biggest album come out this week drop is it's Weezy, man. It's Carter. It's Carter, bro. I mean, undoubtedly we've been waiting since the Carter 5. So far, so good. I gotta
7
give it a
years.
listen. Man, it's been a long time.
7 years.
A long
7
time.
It's been 7 years since Carter 5.
We was having a conversation about this. Who wins the longevity award now? Quality and time between Weezy and Jay-Z. And it came down to when did each one start? When we introduced to both of them, and how long they been doing it. I got to lean toward Wayne.
I mean, his last 3 projects of the Carter series went #1.
I don't know, but if you
no,
say
like
so, I
they
believe
went
you.
number one. Right?
Okay.
I feel like Lil Wayne is the only reason why black folks know Roman numerals by this time. We're like, oh, this is number 6. Like this is what we got.
That's
but,
what that means. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what that is. I did have to look it up. I was like 1, 2, 3. Like what the one before the V.
The V is a 5. You know what I'm saying?
X is 10.
He
Yeah.
always reminds me like
There y'all
every
go.
7 years, like how to count in Roman numerals.
That's
I think
right, though.
I think it's decent. Like I'm wondering, like, is this a number 1 though?
It could be. I just know.
Out of the series, you asking
Is this?
Oh, no.
Is he gonna? Is this 4 for 4? Could
Oh,
this
could
be
be.
a number? Yeah.
It could be because
A
of the
Billboard-
anticipation and skill.
Well, some standouts for me. You know what I mean? I just like how he set the tone early. King Carter.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean, you just let everybody know
Negro.
exactly who I am when the album comes on. Welcome to the Carter. I like the ode to LL with the bells.
Right.
I like the ode to Nori, band from NO.
Yep.
What else we got here? Low key Island Holiday. I fuck with that.
Cotton Candy with him and 2 Chainz.
Cotton Candy for sure. It's my
Jump
favorite
off
thus
the
far.
motherfucking album, bro. I'm looking like at this point now, it's like they got 2 albums together, Wayne and Chainz. 2 albums together. I'm starting to look, and I ain't saying no shade toward nobody. Is the Weezy and Teddy Boy connection better than the Weezy and Drake connection? You know how butter Drake and Weezy is on the track, bro. Like the Mogs don't miss. They don't miss, bro. And either way you lean is fine, but both of them just good though. That's a testament to Wayne as well.
Well, I've heard 2 Chainz say, like, look, he's a real fan of Lil Wayne, right? So I know he goes in the studio and probably puts his best foot forward.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to make the best product when he with one of his icons. You know what I mean? But I'm out. Where the fuck is Drake and
Nicki
and Nicki
On this album?
on this album? Yeah,
I don't know.
Drake got a lot going on.
that's what I'm saying. So why did he?
He got to focus on his solo project that's allegedly coming out. You know what I'm saying? Rumored to be coming out later.
Do you
this
think
year.
it's a bad move if Lil Wayne puts Drake on this project?
No.
I mean, of the songs, I don't even know where Drake would fit in. To be honest with you.
I think
Once I went over
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, where from the flow, the conversation, I'm just curious, like, where would Drake fit in?
That's fair.
And I feel like this was there were some tracks that seemed a little bit slower than many of Wayne's other projects. I was looking at the top 10 songs that Billboard suggested, and that's how I listened to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so definitely written history. I see why it is number 1. Starts off with Muhammad Ali's speech before the Sonny Liston fight. And then, like, he just goes in his lyrics using puns from fighting, and like it's really poetic. You gotta listen to it. Yeah, like Wayne's pen is absolutely insane.
A lot of quotables.
Yeah,
a lot of
on this
quotables.
album.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I like it.
And that's just one run through that I've had.
Yeah, I did the second one.
Having time to really sit with it and really dissect it. But definitely go get that one. I'll say that.
But some people were like really like, oh, this is y'all GOAT. Like people were really underwhelmed by it, and I wonder like why. What were they
It's
expecting?
haters everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's haters everywhere. If you don't get the version of this artist that some people, I ain't talking about y'all, if you don't get the version of this artist that you don't like, that you like, you're gonna shit on it. And people often don't give artists a chance to evolve and don't like different iterations of their favorite artists. Like you'll pick and choose albums out of an artist's catalog, be like this, and this. And all of them can be completely great and good. It's just different though.
Could Wayne ever be retired into hip hop hospice? Is he one
Hell
of the
yeah.
is he
Nobody's
one of the
above that.
greatest that could keep like his pen maturing and be on point with?
Yeah, no, everybody ages.
Everybody can get it.
Everybody ages out.
You think
Jay ain't far away.
You think he got a Carter 7 in him?
For sure.
Yeah. Maybe an 8-2. Maybe an 8-2, you know. The way drugs expand your mind, you know, you can do whatever, talk about whatever.
I was surprised with how good he sounded, but then I was like, sound engineers can work
You
magic.
can do whatever.
If Jay is, or let's say this, if Jay-Z is Mike, then Lil Wayne is LeBron. When you think about it.
Okay. Okay.
Strong
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Fuck all that. Music time. We good to go. All right, bye.
Oh, we can't be. Little Sims just came out. Definitely check that project out too. She's an R&B artist.
Little Sims.
Definitely see Little Sims. Yeah.
I saw that in the rotation. I'm definitely gonna skip that, but I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
definitely
no,
gonna
she's
skip that shit.
it is. You know what? I feel like she's right there with Doechii. I know y'all have your feelings about Doechii
Not about her rapping. I separate the artist.
from her comments.
I separate the artist from what they do. Like, that's R. Kelly's still a GOAT. And them actions is his. We wouldn't know half these people if it wasn't for what they do publicly. So their personal life, fuck it, man. You know, just like the Knicks said, fuck Tibbs. And
Get him out of here. We
said, fuck Tibbs. You out here. You
was
gone.
gonna talk about Tibbs.
We was. He got garbage can.
I
hate
Tibbs. I ain't gonna lie to
Cool.
you.
You should.
I mean, in my opinion, just not a good coach, and I don't like what happened with him coaching Rose, and Rose got hurt under his regime. That's a whole nother story. So we're gonna get Tibbs the fuck out of here real quick.
We're gonna talk about Halliburton.
No, he lost his job and he got kicked off the run of show.
Yeah, yeah.
Easy work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad things happen in 3 Tibbs.
You know, the finals had game 1. Cool. Halliburton hit a big shot. Great. He's done that in the first game of every round of his playoffs. We get him out here too, though. Let's talk about a little bit more basketball that's more interesting. There was, especially he loves this kind of shit right here, though. You know what I'm saying? There was a one-on-one tournament. You were just speaking about how he was living 25 years in the past. That's what old ass cats that think they still got to do. To
What,
each
a
other.
one-on-one
They play
tournament?
one-on-one against each other.
So
And who are these two people playing in this one-on-one?
Michael Beasley and
Lance Stephenson.
Lance Stephenson, the LeBron agitator. So they had a one-on-one tournament. Not even a tournament, one-on-one game for 100K, right?
Each one put up
100K.
50K?
No,
don't
they
know
got
what the fuck they put up.
sponsors.
I'm like,
There's a
oh.
whole league, right?
Yeah.
They're selling
Has-beens.
tickets for this event, but
Used
they
to
were the
be's.
main. They were the main event.
Okay.
Right. They did it like a boxing match. They had them sit down, talk shit to each other the whole night. It was nasty work, but it's safe to say that Mike Beasley is probably one of the saddest stories when you think about NBA players because they're not going to let him back in the league.
They shouldn't.
He's a prolific scorer, probably one of the best we've
What
ever
did he
seen
do?
one-on-one.
Never. Well, I don't think you know how to follow the rules. The rules. Play for these organizations. You play for these institutions, NFL, NBA, MLB. You have to follow their rules. Your talent gets you there, but when you get there, it's still a game within the game that you got to play. I don't think you know how to play that shit. But I mean, you talking about something he'll never get back in the NBA, bro? How many chances did he fucking have? How many players reached out their hand for him, pulled him back, something happened, boom, he about it again though. That's not even fucking
He's a
important.
risk. He's a liability.
He's something. He's out of a
job.
He's a hell of a one-on-one player. He won 100K. He won 100K.
I feel like everybody is like following after Cube, trying to figure out how to make it more interesting, how to make a little bit more money, how to market it better.
Well,
was Q first?
yeah, Q was first.
With the not one-on-one though.
Or the 3-on-3.
3-on-3, right? With the big three. But I like this, right?
Big
because
tree. The big tree.
I didn't think there was an audience for this. But if you build it up like a fight,
It's a lot of you old Negroes like this shit,
but what
bro.
I'm
Yes.
saying, what I'm saying, we always talk about how things just live online. This is living online and going crazy. And they had people in the gym, right? It's being filmed, refs, the whole nine. It's dope. And
It's production.
I can get 100K,
production.
right? And they have other people under, as undercards and shit like that. The league is called TNC.
What's the next one?
TNC.
They haven't dropped the next one yet. I mean, as far as NBA players.
TNC.
Okay.
TNC League. No,
Who would y'all want to?
Two nothing ass former college players. Something. Get that shit out of here, man.
Who would you all want to? Who would you pay to see 1-on-1? That's retired, not in the league.
Nobody.
yeah, nobody.
Not a soul.
Nobody.
Sit your ass down next to me. Let's watch somebody else. Let's watch a real game. I won't pay to see you for your bang. You got to ice up like I got to ice up. And I don't even play those goddamn sports.
And it has to be people who have energy, character, right? You have to be able to sell it because you're selling essentially a one-on-one bout.
Yeah. To see like the retired, like out of the league. I was the league yogi for Java's Flight 35. That was insane. Y'all really love this game. Like seeing these
They're
brothers,
crazy.
y'all barely stretching,
Yeah.
running full court.
10 MCLs.
Yeah.
Lip
And
off
then
the
you
court.
gotta leave and work third shift, drive a bus.
And lie to your wife while
Back
you got
all
hurt.
messed up.
I got hurt at work, baby. No, you did. That nigga
Run
bust your
full
ass.
court.
Yeah. Fuck out of
You
here,
got
man.
boxed out.
I pay to see Boogie Cousins and Brittany Griner fight because she talked that shit about how she could beat him. I pay to see that man destroy that other man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not laughing. Look,
I
we're
would
not
pay to
doing
see-
that Pride Month. We're
I
not
would pay
doing
to
that.
see. I thought it was Black Music Month.
It's Pride
You see what I'm
Month
saying?
too.
I'm talking about Black
We
Music
didn't recognize
right
Pride Month. We recognized
my
Black,
God.
Black Music Month. That's all we're
You
on
know what I'm
today.
saying? Look, do what y'all do though. Trust me, I got much love for you. Josh Harden and what's my girl from the Aces? Asia Wilson. She said she could beat him. I pay to see that though.
Oh, you know what?
Bust that
I
ass,
kind
bro.
of like that though.
Yeah, but you know they had that soccer team. Did y'all see the highlights? We trying to tell y'all this ain't even hate. It's just the physical difference between men and women. The professional soccer team, the women's professional team from I think it was USA. They played under 15 Texas boys team and they got shut out 9-0.
Ooh.
Bro,
You said the kids were under 15?
under 15 beat the grown women. Y'all stop challenging these men.
Beat
yo.
the pros,
Beat
too.
the pros. Stop challenging these people. Just stay in your lane and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? That stay in your lane is a funny term to use though, because there was a young lady named Clara Adams in the California State Track Championships that dusted the competition. You know, in similar fashion to the guy who she paid tribute to after the race, Maurice Green. So she smoked everybody. It was easy too, though. I'm like, Sha'Carri? Is that Sha'Carri out there? No, it wasn't. It was just her. A shorty. You can tell she worked out, though.
Sophomore.
Man, a baby. Gunning him like that, though. Dad supporting him in the stands, in the crowd. Holding the weapon
Yeah.
of choice.
This was, yeah.
Holding the weapon of choice.
Yeah.
So she won, hit the side, did whatever she did, came back to the fire extinguisher, got the fire extinguisher, came back, blew her shoes off, and, okay, this part I'm gonna let y'all take off on. When the coach came and grabbed her arm the way he did, how would you guys have reacted? And part two, is it fair or foul that she got stripped from probably the biggest accomplishment of her life, sports life so far?
I thought that was a ref. Was that her coach?
I think it was
They said it was a ref.
a judge.
I thought it was
something
a
like that,
judge. Okay, yeah, judge, don't touch my child, right? Because you're out of bounds. And so, like her father said, I'm no longer a coach at this point. I'm a father.
I'm over the wall.
I'm over the wall.
I'm over the wall.
Yeah.
You know, now we're gonna deal with this. Look, man, we are in an age of celebration, right? Some people take it too far. Some people don't take it far enough. And some of these things are just repeated to pay homage to what they've seen before. I had totally forgot about Maurice doing that.
Maurice fast, bro.
Right?
Yeah. So he commented on it too.
Yeah,
He did.
so to bring it back, no, it was dope. And hell no, she shouldn't have been stripped of her win. Now, at the end of the day, it's on film. Did they really strip you? It's on film. You know you won. You'll be back.
Yeah, you got stripped.
And we're gonna do something different
So
next time.
her time was invalidated. Was she disqualified?
She didn't get stood on that podium. Her words. She can stand on the podium
So
and
she-
hold the trophy up and nothing.
So she didn't get to stand on the podium, but her name and her time still stand. She wasn't disqualified, but she wasn't allowed to celebrate. She's a sophomore. Her, like you said, her dad had the
Weapon.
the
weapon of choice.
the tiny handheld fire extinguisher. This was pre-planned, and a part of me thought like, "Ooh, where's her mama at?" Her mama probably was like, "Don't do that." I probably like we were in the stand like, "Don't do that." That's mm-mm.
Is it safe to
Wait.
say, if this was pre-planned, is it safe to say she knew that she was smoking everybody?
Yeah, I think when you look at the times and you look at like what lane you're in, you absolutely know that you are going to win this race.
Yeah.
I can't help but ask, is this race involved in this? If a white girl had
Wow, you try to fit a bar.
I'm just
Is there
asking.
race involved in the race?
this, you know,
Yeah,
just
I
asking.
You're not on the Wayne's album, bro.
Does this happen if a white girl does it?
Does it happen?
Do they disqualify her?
Well, she wasn't disqualified.
Well, I mean,
She
do
just-
they not
They
give her?
give her the same treatment.
Yeah.
Now that I understand
I don't
that there, no clue depending if the line judge is not discriminatory in his in what he sees and does with athletes from everywhere.
You know what? Maybe we should like get more black refs then. I don't know. Like, how do you
We gotta go to work.
how do you control? Now, here's the thing. Like, we do know that refs be on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, for black athletes, when I was swimming, we knew which ref. They would be like,
Got
oh,
to.
disqualify.
Yep.
Your feet didn't touch the wall. Like, what do you
Yep.
mean? I definitely did touch the wall. So it does happen.
Hey, you mean to tell me an adult and a child put their heads together and came up with this plan, and in the end, it resulted in the child being unhappy with the end results of this race? What was the adult in this room in this conversation for real though? Because it seemed like y'all put your heads together for a bad plan, a bad idea. Somebody got to know the rules, because he said he was a coach too though. Hell yeah, strip her ass. Get your ass out of here. You got to understand early, I don't care how it sounds to people, you got to understand early, they really hate black joy in America right now. They hate black celebration. It's been shown over and over again. They hate it, man. And they hate when you don't follow rules, but you don't really break the rules. So they're going to do whatever they can to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's fucked up. You got to move in a certain way, be left alone. And believe me, while you underage, you ain't missing nothing. Just move the way motherfuckers want you to move a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Especially your parents got your back right there. You straight.
What if she would have just set her shit on fire rather than use her motherfucker?
She be in jail.
She's definitely going to
You
jail.
that father, huh?
I'm just asking.
Yeah, you should
I
be
want
in
to push
jail.
the envelope. Fuck it, let's go
I
viral.
wonder what security thought when he came in with like a tiny fire extinguisher. Because you got to go through.
Lucky
It's
police
the
weren't there.
state championships.
Lucky 12, they just shot her.
Well, state police are there.
They ain't move. Yeah. Well, my thing is, what lesson did she learn now? I don't know. I can't assume that she learned anything. But if I was Pops or somebody here, what lesson did you learn now?
What was so was it unsportsmanlike because of the
whipping on Karen and Susan?
Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike because she won. That's it.
What is unsportsmanlike? I guess I just don't, because there is no such thing. Well, I guess there is in swimming. We've never been like, what's unsportsmanlike?
What are the rules in celebration? What are the rules?
No.
Who determines what's too much, too far? You know what I mean? Like, no different than someone catching a touchdown and he pulling the pin out his sock and signing the ball.
Millions and billions versus nothing. You're doing this for the love.
She's getting an NIL deal, I guarantee you.
Cool.
This is what this
You think
sparks.
so?
That's the win. That's the win.
I do believe that this could turn into a whole campaign of feet on fire.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, there'll be like some shoe deal.
Yeah, y'all right. Because black folks love supporting dumbass shit.
Hey,
love supporting dumb shit.
look, and Shaq is looking for new athletes.
For Reebok?
Yeah.
Girl, don't
Shaq,
put them shoes on, girl.
Shaq, holla at him.
You had the slowest time on earth. Remember the heavy ass Reeboks we played in?
Yeah, terrible.
Bro.
Terrible.
Don't you put them motherfucking shoes on, girl. Leave this off. Speaking of parents and kids, man, you know, I'm telling you something. I want to thank this sister, this beautiful sister, who dressed up as Spider-Man. Spider-Girl. And put her son in Spider-Man boxes. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was swimsuit.
With the hat cock. It was,
bro.
It wasn't a swim.
It didn't look like it to me. I'm gonna go to the
I wasn't looking at the little boy. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Spider-Woman.
Mom had on panties, basically. The son had on drawers. I want to thank her, you know what I'm saying, for continuously putting out evidence that it ain't men that turn these little boys into fuck boys and grown ass fuck men. It's the women, bro. That behavior, that picture told me this. Look at this baby, dad. Look what you left behind. Look what you ain't got. it came off his boyfriend bait and definitely his clout. You know, he gonna be the little boy. He gonna be the little boy that the little girls love, grammar school, high school, that turn to the men that a lot of grown men tend to hate. Because we gotta stop calling these, we gotta stop saying, these kids are so smart, they so smart, but then treat them like they fucking dumb. This little boy see what's going on here. He see what's going on. And if he really that smart, dear Lord, gives little boy the insight and the strength to grasp that playbook his mom was putting out there. Perfect it. Perfect that playbook. You can get all the little girls you want, all the grown women you want, and you won't never get caught doing what the fuck you do, you know what I'm saying?
What are the other parents saying at this get-together?
There was.
It looks like a whole party. I'm looking at the photo.
There, you don't see any other people there.
Nobody.
So this was done obviously at the end, but I'm assuming she had this outfit on the entire time.
That's the part that I'm completely confused. One, I'm always looking at photos like, is this AI? Like, or is this digitally enhanced? Or what isn't real about it? Because I just never know what to believe. There seems to be a lot of women who are showing more flesh adjacent their children.
Come on, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like the reason why, there was one moment I feel like me and the kids were at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
We have a family photo, and me in a swimsuit is just it's a problem. And I looked at the picture. I had to take it down because I know how I look, and I got these two little girls, and I got my son. He got his shirt off. They got on their little swimsuits, and I look like a grown woman.
A grown woman.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that to them. So anytime we take a photo, I can't be in a swim. Like, I have to put a top on. I have to bring myself to something where my children won't be connected to that energy. Because once a man sees you and then, oh, well, your daughter's 13, like, you just never know how people absorb images, and you look sexual. So it's I'm sorry, it's weird. It's weird as hell to be online with our kids in lingerie, in, kind of like sensual poses, sexual poses,
liberation,
and then expect the children to not, okay,
be moved by it, yeah.
If this was a dad, and he was in his Speedos, and this wasn't even swimming, he in his boxers. He in his Spider-Man boxers, and his little girl is in a t-shirt and panties. Are we saying that this is cool? Is this image moving around? I'm curious why it is that we have a child in his underwear and a mom, and we're like keep sharing the
swim
photo.
trunks. It was tight fuck though.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There's no
Yeah.
context. So now we have children that are half dressed, moving it around like, oh, look at this woman, but we're also saying like there's a child in this photo too. This is some old weird, partially, in my opinion, like a little pedo. In my opinion. Like adults moving this photo around with this.
so-
Nobody's taking
that
the
part you talking
child.
about?
Nobody's taking the child out. Nobody's putting
Right,
anything
blur
on the
him,
child.
right?
No, everybody's like,
That's
look
not
at
our
her.
job, is it?
But this is what I'm saying. Like as a mother and as a woman, it's weird that adults see this photo with a child in it and then are okay with moving the image around while saying that she's sexualizing it. That's the part for me. I'm like, this is everybody's weird to me right now.
So
We ain't
as
got-
I,
we ain't
as
gotta
I
be a
go
cleanup man.
through as I go through the pic collage,
Juicy.
all right.
Shorty, curvy.
I don't want to say that this young lady is broke, right? But there's a photo in here where it looks like Miami and she's on the balcony.
I saw that.
Right.
I liked it. I heard it.
So this is
Wait, you found her personal Instagram?
no. This
It's
is
there.
just
Yeah.
what's out in the world.
Oh,
right?
Did you see my heart?
Oh my God.
Yeah, for sure. This was a photo shoot for her, right? There's
Yes. Clout.
it says in the background you can see a number 5, so a kid is 5 years old, whatever, right? All these photos are of you being a sexy spider chick.
Mm.
This is bad, right? Where's the gifts? Where are the other kids?
So it's not
Where-
a birthday party.
It is a birthday party.
A birthday swim pool
I
party.
see a number 5. I see balloons, whatever. This is a birthday party for sure.
It'd be
Or-
wild if it's just a regular party for nothing.
Yeah, or just a regular party for her to
Nothing.
get naked. Look, I don't like it. And she got on stilettos. You know what I'm saying? Look like it's a possible BBL going on. This is just bad.
Now-
where's the father?
Shout out to Miles Morales, though,
What if
bro.
he's taking the
not there.
photos?
Yeah, shout out to Mouse.
Shout out to Miles Morales, because in the Spider-Verse, look here. I would definitely trade all of Spider-Man for that Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman?
Y'all out of here. She might be the worst one ever, though.
Yeah, she gonna get you in a web, all right.
I ain't mad at all.
Toes is done.
That boy got 2 options, if that continues, in my opinion. And that sounds like doom and gloom. You're going to be a womanizer or you're going to be gay. Because they don't know little boys don't know how to process all the feminine energy at one time. They don't. They just see the mama doing it, the woman they love doing it, and think it's a way of life. There's no shade to the community. I think it's a way of life. I've seen it thousands. We've all seen it before, where little boys get a little sensitive. And it's no fault. The parent's a great parent or a good parent, not doing this shit intentionally, but they just see what the woman in their life, the provider in life is doing, and think that's how you're supposed to do it. And I always say you can't blame the parent that's not there. Somebody raised that child. Somebody raised it.
I took Landon to a gala. I put the dress on.
I see what you did there. Gala. Bar.
I took him to a gala. This dress, heavy cleavage. I had to let my son see me first. I said, Landon, are you comfortable being seen with me? Like, he had on a tux, he looking fly, but I'm outside. And he looked at me. He was like, you look great, Mom. Like, I feel comfortable. I don't feel any kind of way. I don't feel weird. But it was really important to me that my son didn't feel uncomfortable in any kind of way with how it is that I looked, because I know how I looked just with so much cleavage in this gown. The night turned out horrible because somebody ended up touching me, like literally like played bongos on my breast. And that's when everything went downhill. I think that's when he understood that as a woman, we can look some kind of way and anything can go to the left. So I also feel like that little boy could be in a position of trying to protect his mom from people being weird to her as he grows up.
Yeah. Like how many, well, you are the mom. How many times, bro, like you be out with your mom in public as a shorty, and y'all walk past a grown man do one of these numbers. You look like
Yeah. can't do shit.
Can't do nothing, bro.
Can't do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wait till I'm grown.
We love our sons. We apologize for making y'all.
You know, we
Our
are
little
on the
protectors.
corner, man. We are historical, man. We making history with every single episode. But there's also history to be made in Tulsa. I'll let y'all take it from there because I don't give a fuck.
Why don't you? Why?
All right, well, look, just a quick backstory. Tulsa got their first black mayor, correct?
Tulsa voted for their first black mayor, yes.
Do we have his name? I got it somewhere.
Monroe Nichols.
Come on now, talk to him, cuz.
Yeah, talk to him. So Tulsa's first black mayor makes history. We're talking, this is legacy, symbolism. This is where Black Wall Street got burnt up, blew up, tore down, killed people, right? And they've been begging, and I don't even say begging, but asking.
Advocating, lobbying.
Advocating, that's even better.
Organizing.
For reparations and what happened in Tulsa to
for the
Essentially-
government to acknowledge what happened and to reinvest for what it is that the people of Tulsa and other white Oklahomians,
yes.
Oh, I'm gonna say something.
Yes, Oklahomians, for sure.
did.
close. That's dangerously
It
close.
started out with an accusation of a 19-year-old black boy looking at, or it wasn't even like a physical attack, looking at a white woman.
Karen.
He was arrested. He was put in prison. There were rumors of him being like, it was proposed that he was going to be lynched, and then it just went down. I think estimates are like 68 African Americans died. We have to remember this is 1921. This is 3 years after the 1919 race riots right here in Chicago. The early 1900s, like black urban folks were really standing 10 toes down, protecting our communities. We had to be our own economy because we weren't allowed to work, live, and play in other areas. And so money moved around. Are you moving your the cosign?
It's for Tulsa, man.
That's for Tulsa. And so he's the 41st mayor. He got in. This is a $105 million private charitable trust that is going to allocate money for housing, address homelessness, reinvestment within the area, to specifically address what happened in 1921. Now, Tulsa isn't the first city to institute a reparations program, because shout out to the mayor of Evanston and the city council members here right in Illinois that took the cannabis tax dollars to create their reparations fund. So Tulsa is second in line with this 41st mayor. We'll see what happens with it. There will be some acquisition of land. In the event that the city will turn over land, it will require a city council vote. But other than that, this money is not coming from the people's tax dollars. So we're not having that argument like our money shouldn't go. Because that's always been the issue, is people are like, we want the federal government or the state government or the county government to take tax dollars and reinvest. This is not coming from folks' tax dollars.
Would you be opposed to our tax dollars doing it if we had sole control of like the build-up process? If we own this shit now, you see what I'm saying? That'd be a big difference. We hate when our tax dollars do things. They saying nothing against what you're saying. I think I'm trying to roll with you on this. When we say our tax dollars do this and do this and do that, it be doing stuff for other people that they don't even control and we don't control. Like, if our tax dollars built up Tulsa, like, if it was our tax dollars, I need Amon's tax dollars, your tax dollars, my tax dollars to have me some kind of stake in what's going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. You know, like, I feel like it's a lot of people now that it's 2025. Like, paying for the debts of people that caused harm 100 years ago.
That's wild.
You know, like, would you want to pay somebody else's debt?
I was gonna tear some more shit up.
So I completely understand the tension between people talking about reparations for the harm that was received 100 years ago, you know, for communities versus the harm that we're receiving right now. Like, we need tax dollars for the shit that we're experiencing. What I do hope is that, one, we start to acknowledge the importance of Black political leaders that are doing their due diligence to do right by our people, by our communities. We have hundreds of Black mayors around the United States.
I wish we had one here.
The first Black mayor.
Man, what this dude doing? My bad. My bad, Joe. My bad, Brandon. But you on the short list, bro.
What he do?
Man.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, like, man, this brother need his flowers, man. They
shout out Mayor Nichols.
They needed to give him a parade, right? Because he walked in there, said what he was going to do, and made it happen immediately.
Look at that shit, Brandon. Look at it. Listen, it's okay.
Yeah, Brandon, y'all need to go to
Oklahoma.
Hey, man, it's
to the Black Mayor's meeting, right? And figure out how you can be a better Black mayor.
Yeah.
It's so
For
funny.
the people that voted you in.
I asked somebody, I'm like, how many Black mayors you think we have in Illinois? And they were like 2. And I'm like, dang, man, y'all really don't know the crib. Like, Cook County has a significant number of Black mayors. We're very powerful.
I do believe, you know, just crazy. Outside Chicago, Cook County is broke as far as living areas. So it's like you put these mayors in positions where they just leading sinking ships. It's kind of fucked up. Speaking of sinking ships, there's an argument going around the internet. It's basketball related, sorry. You know, you know, about having the best players around the world that don't call America home versus players from America. You know, they've been trying to get this game going or start this conversation and actually have it stick for a while now. And it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, finally gave in and said, fuck it. World versus, it's like us versus them or whatever, I guess, you know.
This feels like
Yeah.
Space Jam. This feels like where it's
Low-key, though.
like, you know, Looney Tunes versus
Low-key.
Marvel. Like, what is
Yeah,
going
no,
on?
this shit is trash.
Y'all love
why
basketball
so?
this much to watch
Man.
every iteration of it. Like,
Well, this is significant though.
aliens versus humans. We want to see it.
He's alien versus humans.
This is 2K shit. Like, you have this option on 2K, right? If you want to figure out who's best between the Americans and the rest of the globe players that play in the league,
You call
play it
them
on
globe
2K.
players, bro?
Yeah,
Play it
globe.
on 2K.
Play it on 2K, like, and just let it play. You don't even have to pick a side. Just let the AI figure out who's going to win. Because at the end of the day, the NBA, even though, let me be clear, we've had 3 MVPs that aren't from America. Giannis, Shea,
and Joker.
And Joker. That's 3 out of how many years in the league? What is this league? 75, 80 years old?
Yeah, something
Right?
like that, bro.
So this isn't fair. We're still going to dominate. Now, I don't believe anyone wants to see that game. It doesn't make the All-Star weekend better in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
You just hate All-Star Weekend.
Because it's ass. Like,
It's broken now.
so
It's
now
kind of broken.
think about this, right? How many players make the All-Star team? 12?
12 or something like that, or 15. I don't
12,
know.
right? So now you're taking the best 12 out of the entire league rather than the East and the West. What does that roster look like? Are there
Cold.
12? Are there 12 global players that can match up with 12 USA players?
I think so.
Funny you said. I'm gonna say no.
I think so.
I don't
I
think
got for America. Let me say this first. I think it's very pussy of the world now to want to step on the gas for this conversation, this argument, because you waited till the 3 dudes have been busting y'all ass for the last 15 years got old. They almost one on 40, the other 2 almost 40. LeBron, Steph, and KD. You know what I'm saying? So I got Bron, Steph, KD, Tatum, Kyrie, Embiid, AD, at Ja, Kawhi, and Bam. All right, for America. For world, I got Joker, Giannis, SGA, Luka. I'll give him Cat from New York, Wembanyama, Sabonis, Wagner, Lloyd Marketing, Sengun, and Siakam. You see the drop off in the talent, though?
Wait, but I thought that these were players that currently are not in the league, but they're from other countries.
here.
No, they're in the league.
Oh,
They're
so-
in the league.
Oh, so now they're just trying to figure out how to remix it.
Thank you. That's what he's saying.
They're
You
like,
know?
all right, everybody under 40 and over 40.
LA
Right?
Fitness Export.
Right? They're like married versus divorced.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is
You know what? I want to see the guys that bag the same chick.
Look here, I got
I
you.
want those teams.
I got you.
It's a lot.
I got you.
I want
It's a lot of
I want
them.
Eskimo brothers
Yo, what they call
versus
them?
each other.
What they call us? Siamese brothers?
Eskimo brothers.
Eskimo brothers.
brothers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Eskimo
Yeah,
brothers over here.
I want to see those
Shirts.
Now that is a game I
Skins.
want to see. Yeah,
Well, you know what? The All-Star game, bro.
and make the baby mamas the cheerleaders.
Damn, that's rough. It's gonna be. I'm going to the crowd. It's gonna be fun now. Them hoes want they lick back. Them women want they lick back. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, and on top of this, right? I don't think that players care enough about. First of all, they don't care enough about the All-Star game, right? And they definitely, if they don't care about the All-Star game, they couldn't care about
This.
and the way that they're formatting it, like USA versus the world. No, none of these guys are
So they
patriotic
can't-
or
they
political
can't-
like that.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Like,
They can't
who
make this
cares?
attractive.
No,
You
there's
think-
no way.
I feel like the only way, you know what? I think it could be attractive if you add in superstars that are not NBA players. I think that's where it gets attractive.
Like his boy. Mac
You throw
McClung.
J. Cole in there.
Hey, Jermaine. No. No, Jermaine.
I
Get
feel
washed.
like you want to make it interesting. When I think about All Stars,
They'll make a rockin' jock right there. They'll make a rockin' jock. Remember MTV Rockin' Jock game?
Yeah,
They'll make it like that.
yeah. I want to see it be fun. You know, like it should be. It should be fun. It should be entertaining, and it should allow for talent to continue to be displayed. I do think like bringing people in from other countries would also possibly be a really good move.
Get them boys hurt. Get them boys.
I mean,
And maybe
this,
be training with chains.
this is not FIBA, man. This is the FIBA.
What is that?
That's soccer.
Yeah, it's like international.
Right. So like internationally, soccer is the biggest sport on
But you said
Yeah.
FIBA.
FIBA. That's the name of the league. FIBA. FIBA.
Oh.
Yeah. So this isn't FIBA. This is the NBA. The NBA is born off of the backs of USA players.
Born in Canada, which is funny.
Right.
It's funny as fuck, man.
But Americans have run this game. Black
Forever.
Americans, right? On top of that,
Things change though.
not yet.
This ain't
Not
changed
yet.
yet.
No.
You still busting the world ass.
They
It's easy.
need
Pause.
at least 15 to 20 more MVPs. It would have to be half of the roster would have to be maybe even 75% of the roster would have to be global players on each team for this to even make sense.
You know what they need? They need travel basketball to water down American basketball so much, and they need NBA Cares for the World program to actually step up and keep what they're doing over there to close the talent gap between the two. Like, and you can't fix the All-Star game. I think it just broke, bro. Money broke the shit. And like you were saying, I think you got to make the prize something ridiculous for them to even care. Like a NBA freak off for all the groupies. No NDAs, no phones. NDAs, no phones, no nothing. Nobody ever fucking know.
I mean, you could do Eastern Hemisphere versus Western Hemisphere.
Hey.
Well, who's on the Eastern Hemisphere?
Start there, huh?
Yeah, please.
Start there, huh? It's fucked up, man. Teamwork about good.
He might be retired. What is never mind.
Well, Kels, I'm gonna throw you a oop real quick. All right. In this nasty world, man, it is nasty work out here, and I'm sure the rest of the world and other countries are looking at us like we are buffoons when you think about or talk about this Elon and Trump.
Oh my goodness.
Girl fight.
Oh, it's the falling out.
It's that girl fight.
Yeah, this bromance is over.
This billionaire battle royale.
Talk about it.
It's disgusting. You know, I've never. These are the two richest. Well, at least one of the richest people.
The money's playing around the top right now.
Yeah. Right? And they're having text wars for everyone to see, right?
Yeah, we are definitely in the group chat.
I hate group chat.
Is this beef or is this just clout Olympics? Like, you're the fucking president. You're the leader of the fucking free world, and you're entertaining one of the richest people in the world publicly. Who the fuck does this?
Like I said earlier, this is the Cardi B and Offset politics version, right? Like, it is so interesting. I feel like we are tweets away from Elon dropping Trump's My Chart and showing he got burned on Epstein's island. Yeah, like that's where we are. Like, this is petty. I mean, they were already kind of like moving apart from each other, right? And when Elon, I think, supported a candidate to run NASA who had donated money to the Democrats, Trump was like, "We're done. Like, we can't have that." Which I think also was interesting. Elon is like, "Well, people donate to everybody." Trump is like, "Nope, you out of here."
Something I don't care.
I don't know. I do think that it's a high possibility that will kiss and make up, though.
I think it's a play.
I think kiss and make up.
I love seeing white on white crime.
It can be a play, man.
But how is this hurting us as the American people? That's the problem. Like you said, like, globally we are being looked at like, what is going on?
Well, better than the American people. I'm wondering, how does this make all the MAGA supporters feel? Right? Y'all voted this guy in, and he's completely making all of the wrong decisions.
I mean,
are they still enjoying his moves that he's making in office?
Well, he just appointed
a fucking gardener as the head of like their IT department.
He did
graduate.
He was
counterterrorism.
He was an intern for the Heritage Foundation. He is a college graduate, but he was like working as a gardener. I feel like a lot of people that voted, a lot of Republicans are now seeing the forest for the trees. They are having like buyer's remorse. This big beautiful bill that Republicans signed. You got people literally saying, "I did not read it. I did not know that we were signing our rights away to govern AI for 10 years at the state level. Had no clue that I wouldn't have signed." And so for people that are completely unfamiliar with the legislative process and how it is that these bills get this dense, you have negotiations happening until the last minute with self-imposed deadlines. So they say, we are going to get it done by this day, this time, but you can actually move it. So you can have healthy conversation. You can bring debate to the floor. But let's say we all have a 1,000-page document to read. Right? Like Amon does the run of show and he keeps changing it at the last minute and he's sending it over here to the email and he's putting it in a text. And it's like, one, how do you find the latest version? And then how do you find what has been changed? And what does that mean for you? Like, these things are not easy. And so our elected officials depend on staffers. Those staffers are reading certain sections. We don't know if they're giving all the information or if it's clear. It is not easy reading legislative documents. And so you get people just signing on with the party. So
agree.
Yeah, like, yes.
Agree button.
Yes.
All terms agree.
Yeah. So we as the people need to understand, like, would we be willing to read these documents? Oftentimes, there's the proposed legislation is available to us as the people. The shit is out here. We have had access to this language, so it's not just the elected officials' faults; it's ours as well. I do think MAGA supporters are still it's rocky, but I'm rolling with it. Just like people that love the Bears. You know? Look at me knowing my little.
Throw it in there.
Yeah,
I'm not giving you no credit, but
that's a little niggle.
you get an A for effort.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe.
Joe, before we slide though, did y'all hear the interview? I don't know if it was an interview or just a portion where he got to do on the show or something to punish the dude.
Oh my God, Cam.
Talked to Cam, and Cam asked him, how was the vagina? How was Cassie's vagina? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I definitely saw it.
Okay, really quickly, or not quick at all. Was that fair or foul of him to ask that?
Definitely fair. Definitely fair. I think that's a question that most guys will ask someone that they haven't hit or they think that is attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what's
It's
that
not an
doing?
uncommon question,
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think, and some guys may even ask just to backdoor because maybe now she looks attainable since I
Not
know
Cam
someone.
sliding in her
she a
DMs
buster.
because of
Right.
what the
You know what I'm
prostitute.
saying?
Did he slide in Holly DM too though? He said,
Yeah, for sure.
He be sliding.
No,
He a
be
DM slider.
I think out of how they've been covering the Diddy case, and it's very extensive, and by not having cameras in the courtroom, I haven't heard anyone ask that question, and I think it's valid as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
What do you get out of that though?
Hey man,
It's first of all, it's funny as shit.
information.
I never thought about what a box was like. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. I didn't care.
You say no, you did.
I definitely did.
You know what I mean?
I definitely did not.
Yeah, like you crashing out, not you, but you crashing out over this woman. I've never seen a man crash out over somebody's personality. I've seen a man crash out over what this woman can do for them, or if the box is that good. Them old folks say as many cats in the cemetery or jail because of a woman. But I'm like, why do we feel the need to protect Cassie at this point after reading some of the documents? I have not read all of them. I will never read all of anything. I'm old. I don't give a fuck.
Not
You know what I'm
legislation,
saying?
not
None of that
court
shit, bro. None of that.
documents.
I'm keeping it 100 with y'all.
Not love letters.
After hell no. Long tanks, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? After that third line, you dead, shorty. Keep it. You got to tell me to get in my ear hole.
Wait, the third line.
That's too much. We in our 40s, fam. Why you typing this much shit anyway?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man. Joe, so you mean
That mean you don't read my shit.
Yeah,
I read some of it. I get the gist of it.
Yeah, exactly.
The gist of it. You know what I'm saying?
Give me the clip
So,
notes
but,
because
hey,
that girl.
but when I
that
get
girl
wrong,
sent
you
a
definitely let me
paragraph.
know.
I'm not reading all that,
Shit,
man. You said I'm not coming. All right, cool. I don't need to know nothing else.
So like after seeing the court and reading the transcripts, all that shit though, why she get protection? I feel the same I feel about R. Kelly. You know, I fuck with R. Kelly's music until the end. You know, everybody that helped R. Kelly should be thrown in jail with that motherfucker. Everybody help Puff out, including her, be thrown in jail with this motherfucker. Why she get protection? Is it because of the gender, or is it because we in 2025, my fault, in the era of liberation where women get this protection, a lot of times where men won't get it at?
I feel like maybe it was just a gross question. Like he was like, yeah, like, how was the pussy? You know, like I think it was the delivery, and also like a part of me is I'm laughing like you're talking to a prostitute.
Man,
yeah, you're talking to a man, and then he was like, Cam is like explaining it like, oh, you're hearing this person. He was like, let's be clear, you're not gay, and I'm thinking like, he gets paid for sex. Right?
But he had to ask that. He had to ask. What he didn't ask, do you fuck with men if you're paid for it?
He
know what I'm saying?
he left that part off.
But dude said he's not gay, so I can only assume.
You believe him?
No, I'm saying I can only assume that he wouldn't pay to be gay or get paid to be gay.
Yeah, actually, most there's a. I was looking this up for the show.
Oh, okay.
Like 80% of male sex workers are not gay. They will sell themselves to men, but they will not choose to sleep with men and be in a relationship. That's
gay.
how
That's gay.
That's gay.
But this is, I'm just saying that's you know, like that's what it is. You know, happy Pride Month. Let's get it. Like we're not getting any of this
Peace
right.
to y'all.
I'm saying.
I don't know, like it was weird to hear, but then I realized like we're in an era of clicks, likes, shares. You want to get attention. The trial is extremely dense. People have their takes on it, and so what kind of percolates to the top and being moved around when it comes to this case, and it's takes like these and conversations like these.
Clip on Al 3 real quick. So If it's not gay, is it a gay action if he gets paid to same sex someone?
I don't know.
I don't want to call him gay if you're not gay, but
I think, my personal opinion, I think
clean up on all three.
when, let's take an actor, right? I think when you do a gay scene, there's not enough money that you can pay me to do a gay scene, whether it's kiss a man. Well, I said from my point of view.
Okay.
Kiss a man, act like you're in a sexual act with a man. I'm not doing it. Like, there are certain actors that won't do that. It's in their contract. So Hollywood won't ask them to do that.
There's no homosexual, homoerotic,
yes,
none of those things.
They won't ask them to do that. So for me, I think if you do that, even if you're getting paid and you want to justify it as I'm getting paid to do a service or to play in this scene, I think there's a gay bone in your body.
That gay
Bones
bone
aren't
is
gay.
wild, bro.
To be,
Bones are not gay. Which
To
bone
be-
would that be?
Gay bone.
Gay bone. The gay bone connected to your wrist bone.
The gay
Your wrist
bone is
bone connected to
connected.
your
Yeah,
thigh bone. Howdy, ha. Fuck out
Not
of
your
here.
gay
Another
bone
trans
connected
rap.
to your thigh bone.
Wow.
I'm just saying, there's for me,
What would
there's
those
no
bones
way.
be at? Damn.
There's no way, right? So, was it out of bounds for Cam? No, we know what Cam do.
Yeah, I feel like I hear folks, and the only man to ever do it well is Howard Stern. Immediately, I'm like, people really want to be Howard Stern. He is crass. He is kind of like edgy. Like, he can say any word and it's fine. It did bring up like, all right, when a black man talks like this on camera versus a white man,
I think he gave him a pass,
but I feel like there's only one Howard Stern that can really pull it off, and people be like, oh, that's Howard.
He got tapped up for that position, so you're right.
Yeah. But that's what it sounded like. Immediately, I'm like, oh, this is like some Stern shit,
But if you watch
shock jock.
There you
Shock
go.
jock,
Yeah,
there you
shock
go,
jock.
right?
Yeah. Well, so if Cam is trying to be a shock, which is fair, because
But
they're
if you watch
comedians.
Cam, this isn't out of bounds
It's not
for him.
out of bounds.
This
Yeah,
is what
no,
he does.
he talks
do.
like this. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's going on CNN and spaz out. You know what I'm saying?
He did, though.
Yeah.
And it's not even spazzing. It's just
It's-
Cam.
it's
Cam,
just
Cam
Cam.
is gonna Cam. Like, y'all know what y'all
Cam
getting
is really
into.
Rico from Paid in Full in real life.
That's who he is.
That's wild.
Hey, man, but this is what's called freedom of speech. That's
There you
the
go.
other part of
And this is new media.
It is new media. If you don't like it, keep scrolling.
Rolling.
If
Get
you-
another show.
you
Pick
can
another show.
pick our show.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, man, if Cam ever slide in my DMs, I'm telling everybody.
You gonna go?
Go where?
That's why he's not going to slide.
Well, I'm telling you what.
Because women can't be trusted,
Hey,
clearly.
first of all, Cam,
Who are
Cam
you
doesn't
telling?
Cam does not want anything with me. I'm sorry. Like, I'm quite sure if Cam gave me a shout out, like, oh, that was a great episode or something like that. I'm definitely saying I do not think I'm Cam. I don't think
You don't think you're Cam worthy?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not. I am not.
Cam worthy is so funny.
I don't think I meet his minimum criteria at all.
Hilarious, man.
I mean, he might see one of my yoga pictures and get one of his badder bitches to do it. Like, I might be inspo, but I'm not.
Look,
That's a
man,
lot, man.
are we still considering that journalism? Or is it just comedy and chaos? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I fucks with it. I don't necessarily...
What, his shock jockery?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna listen, man. You know, when it's something worth listening to.
I mean,
There
he's
you go.
talking to, like,
It's killing me, boy.
so cold.
It's killing me.
Shit feels great. We can get out of here, though.
Oh, my
Y'all
God.
good?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Well,
You got anything going on?
today or coming up?
Yeah, for us, we got what we got. We got anything? Make sure you tap in, grab some merch. The Corner Combo.
.com. Grab some merch, cornercombo.com.
If you want to tip us.
Moors, yeah, you can do that too. Moors,
Emancipation Ball,
Emancipation,
June 18th.
June
Grab the tickets.
18th.
We will be there.
get in tune with that. There's still a negotiation going on. We haven't decided what we're where we're gonna fall at on that. You know what I'm saying? So announcement may be coming soon or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know.
Until we tell you.
But this is episode 254, man. If you ain't like this one,
Pick another one.
hello.
Which camera you gonna use?
We on the corner.